Rhett Bazzo, of course, part of that 2021 Swans Colts Premiership side. Hall on the follow through now. He's absolutely no one to go with. Not a player in sight. Eagles have the numbers. Spun in the 360 was Barnett. Got his handball out in the nick of time. Had Davis, who went to Gross. Gross off a standing step. His kick was intercepted as well.
The Swans will be keen to spoil the party. Livingston got the palm down. Ball spills to ground, and now it comes back to Livingston, who throws it onto his boot. Plenty of distance with the kick. Barnett jostling for position with Ukic. And now Rawlinson. Now handball over the top for the Eagles. He's set to accommodate Gross. Great gather by Tom Gross. Dangerous hand.
Opponent Grego has Hall. Bit too far out for goal, but tries to go across the ground. McCarthy from long range. Ukic straight palms it down to Chalcraft. Could have been a high free kick. Umpire was probably blindsided. In fact, he called it quite late.
By Shalcraft, gets through traffic, can go over the top to McLaughlin. Quick release to Clark. He gets mowed down. Play on, says the umpire. Plenty of faces all around the ball.
One way then the other. Goes over to Hall. Has Davis running. Misfired with the handball though. Grego standing underneath it, showing his strength. Low ball into Champion.
But so far, even Stevens. Hall throws it onto his boot. In the vicinity of Datsun. Good driving ball to a contest. Barnett over the top. Couldn't hang on to the mark. On the end of it is Chipper. He's written into the ground. Gang tackle forces the stoppage. 1 point the mark.
10 games for Swan District's Colts in that 2021 Premiership goes to Clay Hall, who's also experienced Premiership success at underage level in his Peel Thunder days. Not his best ball. It actually works out though. Taking the mark when he least expecting it was Spark.
Barnett in front. Swan Districts will be desperate to clear. Here's a chance at goal. And that kick is across the face for one behind. The best option to go by hand to Turner as Turner slung his opponent to the ground. Play on will be the call. As Eastoff with an up and under kick towards right half back.
Hand passed off to the hard running McCarthy. Lowers his eyes. Goes to Hall. He wants to back McCarthy. This is why they drafted him. The ability to follow up and kick with precision. That was in the path now. A lot of meters with that ball. Players have to be courageous from both directions. Hall got it back out to Rawlinson. Had his jumper held. Umpire didn't see it. Lucassen. His kick was wants Edwards Baldwin, who left his hands. Sparks. Swans forgot about him. Measured up. The fist came from behind. Watson. Davis. Over the top. Hall. Did he get the purchase on it? Does it roll through? It does. Wasn't the best kick, but nonetheless the...
Spots up his teammate in Chesser. Inboard. Hall. Swans covering the Eagles' targets quite well at the moment, and it's forcing Hall to go across the ground. That's not a relatively bad kick. And the mark taken by Bazzo. Bazzo sells a little bit of candy on Harvey and does well.
And at full stretch, Shanahan. Not the best kick though. Hewitt. Hall caught him. That'll be holding the footy.
Under pressure, he's got the superior leg speed, but he really clamped Hewitt down there.
17th possession for Clay Hall. Barnett almost timed his run perfectly, but
over the ball. Sparks applying the tackle. In turn, his teammate in Barnett, and the Eagles will clear through Hall. But standing underneath it with ease is Watson. Only as far as the Eagles player on half-back. Inboard to Hall. And now out in the open is Gross. He's got some targets streaming to the 50. He goes towards...
Sure can. Both teams not taking a backward step. Hall. He really blossomed in that third quarter. Kick was affected. McLaughlin, Topo, comes back to Hall. Right place, right time. Tries to go back into the corridor. Lynch. Gross.
There was Shanahan, fisted from behind. And now the Eagles, with numbers at the back of the ball, can penetrate the forward half through Hall. And Gross there just out
to go right, though. You'd have to suggest Hall's presenting up the ground. Bright did really well to make sure that the mark wasn't taken. Hall composed himself, though. Bazzo.
Morning rain, but it's held off throughout the match. Gross. Hall under pressure. Goes by hand. Johnston. He's met by a flock of Swans. Almost would have been a sensational mark there from McCarthy. Tried to take it on the second grab on his back, but it was on the ground. Champion feeds it off to Sparks. Drops it short.
Back. Hall. Feels like he's been the midfielder they've gone to more often than not. Clay Hall. He goes in the direction now of Barnett. His height is too much to match up for the Swans player there in Hilton. Coming from behind. Marks we've seen today in this WAFL season. Here comes Hall. Can he add his name to the score sheet? Looks a pretty good ball off the boat. Umpire doesn't move. Straight over. More than done enough. Back in the middle again. Hall. Hand passed over the top to Yo. The left and the right foot soccer of this one. Livingston taps it down. Hall had Gross out the back off a standing step. Just pumps it in the air. It's a bit of a helicopter. Bright going back with the fly.